So both Smithtown Hauppauge freshmen blue and Sachem have slightly better points percentage as they have played the one last game. We are set now for the anthem. We'll come back for Puck Drop. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Yeah, welcome back as we get set for this pivotal matchup, Sachem and Smithtown Hauppauge. Sachem winning their last game on the 24th of February, 10-2 over Connecticut-Sayville. Smithtown Hauppauge got their last win against Connecticut-Sayville as well back on February the 15th. And this is a huge game for playoff positioning. Who will be in the playoffs, who will not. And a big addition for Sachem heading into this game. Vincent Mineta, their leading scorer, has only played 7 games this year. And in those 7 games, still managing to be their leading scorer. Not only that, but being their leading scorer by 8 points. Truly impressive stuff for Mineta as we are underway. In this one, Sachem the early possession. Is their captain. Plays it up the near wall. And back around to the far wall. Trying to get control here is so back for Kane, who will bank it out to center. And it'll go all the way down, become an icing against the silver and gold. Face-off coming to the left of the netminder, Burgoyne. Controlled by Sachem O'Connor. Chips it out of the zone to a Pedisano. Pedisano gets taken down. Gets right back up. No call. Now bumped to the ground. Sachem trying to play it out in front. It's intercepted by Prisgent. And Sean Prisgent will skate it to center. Puck left behind him. Tripped back into the Sachem end where it could be slowed down by Krush. Krush going D to D and will get the return pass back in his own corner. Sends it up the far wall where it's controlled and settled down by a Pedisano. Sent across onto the stick of Bryan. Bryan into the zone. Challenged in a good defensive play by the Bulls in Wohlgemuth. Will pitch it around his own net. Prisgent picks it up on the far end. Carrying through center, Sean Prisgent. In the zone, that shot rifled wide. Sent back along by Napolitano. Back on the stick of Prisgent. Takes another drive and scores. Prisgent opens the scoring, and Smithtown Hauppauge lead at 1-0. Just collects it in the corner and rips one top shelf. What a goal. What a shot for Prisgent. And it's 1-0. In favor of the Bulls early here in the first period. See the goaltendings in tonight's matchup. Evan Miller in net for Smithtown Hauppauge and Sarah Borgwin. unable to stop that absolute rifle of a shot from Prizden. And for Sean Prizden, that is his team leading 11th goal of the season. He's been big on the back end. Shot from Mineta is stopped by Miller. Resume play behind the Sachem net. Looking for Mineta. Knocked off his stick. Comes back to Kalber for a drive that gets blocked down, deflects into the far corner. Feeler puts one out in front, hoping to get it to Keenan. It's broken up and cleared by the Bulls. Kalber back to get it. Circling in his own zone. Good lead pass for Feely. Feely unable to get it past the defenseman. Mitchell chipping in. That defenseman being Pajak, and now out of the zone it goes. Right from the bench area, Krusch will play it up the far wall. Sachem trying to break into the zone. Feely, it's in his skates and pops right back out into the neutral zone where it's settled down by O'Connor. O'Connor chips a path north into the zone. Pajak behind the net with the forechecking O'Connor. Up the far boards. Still in play for McIntyre. And Carley will get it to McIntyre, and now a pass across from O'Connor intercepted, and the Bulls captain, Brian Light, will get control of it. His pass, though, blocked. O'Connor sends it right back the other way. Long shot from McIntyre, sticked away by Miller. Pajak takes a hit there. We'll get it on further. Napolitano will get an assist on the Prizden goal as Pajak sends it up the far wall. Carley, unable to hold in, pushes it right back into the Smithtown Hauppauge end, where it's picked up by Pajak. Pajak spearing one ahead, hoping for Napolitano. Taken over by Sachem for the moment. They gave it right back to O'Connor, but nonetheless, Sachem got out of the zone. Prizden checks Wellman as he put the puck past him, and that looks like an interference call. Going to be assessed to Smithtown Hauppauge, and more specifically assessed to their goal scorer, Sean Prizden. Face off to the left of Miller. Mineta to take it. Ilg to his left. Loeb to his right. Jack Mitchell on defense with Kalber. Prizden for interference. Face off. Comes back to Mitchell, who keeps it in on the backhand, sends it down the wall. Mineta trying to pick it up behind the net, does. Takes it on the far side. Mineta looking for space. Now for Mitchell at the left point. Mitchell, long shot is gloved by Miller. Ilg was standing in front of the net, looking to potentially deflect the shot. Minute 43 of power play time remaining. Mineta wins the faceoff clean this time. Shot from Mitchell is stopped by Miller. So we'll do it all over again. To the right of the Bulls netminder. Minute 40 left on the power play for Sachem, as they're still looking to get organized as Mineta skates off. O'Connor comes on to take the draw. O'Connor wins it, gets it back to Mitchell. Mitchell fires one far side, and Apetesano gets there first. Centers it across to Brian, who backhanded that one wide. Shot up the far wall and out of the zone by the Bulls. They'll get it right back on goal. Bit of a scary scene there for Sachem. They avoid the danger, and here comes Kalber working on Lynch. Now Apetesano gets knocked down. Looks to play it from his knees. O'Connor comes over. Held in by Calber. Long shot from Calber, gloved by Miller. And he'll hold on to it with exactly 5 minutes gone by in the game. And nearly a minute left on the power play. 58 seconds remain on the power play to Pridgeton. 1-0. Smithtown Hauppauge still with that lead. Face off to the left of Miller. Held along the wall by Pajak. O'Connor chipping away at it. Pajak emerges with the puck. Held in by Mineta. And Pettisano on that far wall sends it down the wall. O'Connor try to get a hold of it, and instead it's back to Mineta. Good pass along the near side, but the pass from Pettisano across is blocked, deflects out of the zone. Sachem have to regroup. Jarrett, aggressive penalty killing, joined by Juarbi. And now here comes Bryan. Jack Bryan, shot comes, and a glove save made by Miller. A number of glove saves made by the Smithtown Hauppauge netminder to this point, and he's looked sharp between the pipes for the Bulls. Face off. Comes out, here's Mitchell. Skating in with it, Mitchell in the slot, off the bar. They get glanced off of Miller as well. Hit the crossbar and is kept out. Sachem that close to tying the game. They still have the foot on the gas. Sent across, deflect to the near side, Feely. In the corner, trying to get around Melendez. Feely behind the net. In Gretzky's office, centering feed, it's available. And finally backhanded on, but not nearly enough mustard on it to get past Miller, who makes the stop in the butterfly. 8:50 to go. First period. Smithtown the 1-0 lead. Sachem got the first power play chance. It's unsuccessful. Back to 5-on-5. Plenty of shots on the PP, but nothing to show for it for the silver and gold. Face off uncleanly back on goal by Mills. Sent up the far wall. Calber will get there. And he'll backhand one back for Mitchell to settle down. Mitchell playing it up the boards, hoping for Minikazi. And now Pridgeton chipping in from the point position to keep it in. Comes out of the zone. And the goal scorer, Sean Pridgeton, will get back on it. Takes it around his net. Good lead pass, connects. But a nice breakup by Carley. Frees the puck for Mitchell to take it up ice. Here comes Jack Mitchell with Wellman streaking to the net. He's unable to get around Wohlgemuth. Great defensive play made by the Bulls defenseman Wohlgemuth. Puck comes the other way along the near side. Carley settling it down. 7:50 to go first period. Here's a turnover. Beccarelli gets it back for Pridgeton. Pridgeton lets it rip, blocked by Mitchell in front. Pridgeton back with it. Carrying it around the Sachem net. Pridgeton has it taken away by Mitchell. He shoves Mitchell down to the ice, and that'll be Pridgeton's second penalty of the period. I believe they'll get him on a cross-check here. And that is indeed the call. So Pridgeton for interference at 11:02 puts Sachem on the power play. No goal for Sachem. They killed it off, did Smithtown Hauppauge. But thanks in large part to a number of good saves by Miller. And once again, Sachem back on the power play. Mineta lost the face-off, and he sends Pajak into the boards, and that'll be a penalty on Mineta. And the Sachem power play lasts all but 8 seconds. So quickly, the Sachem power play goes from 0 for 1 to 0 for 2 on the evening, as the faceoff comes all the way back down into the Sachem end. Rowe steps in to take the draw for Smithtown Hauppauge. Napolitano on his wing. Luske for side for 1:50. Loeb trying to chip it to himself, instead sends it well over the Sachem bench. Out of play, we'll do it all over again to the right of the Sachem netminder, Burgoyne. Ilg wins the draw back for the silver and gold. And will spear one ahead for Loeb, who tries to get around Orth. Loeb in with speed, takes the shot, scores! What a goal for Loeb. It's 1-1. We've got ourselves a tie game. You see just Loeb using that speed to get around Orth, and a perfect shot over the glove, under the bar. Ties the game at 1 for Sachem. And for Loeb, in his 10th game played, his 6th goal. Sachem looking for more, taking it around the net with speed. Pettisano. Now ekes back the other side, sends it back to the point. Calberer, back to Pettisano on that far wall. Lost it to Jarrett, who sends it around to be kept in by Mitchell, who sends it right back around the boards. Pettisano stops it in the far corner, hounded by Lynch. Pettisano centering feed for O'Connor, gets it back to Calberer, with tons of space for Calberer. Takes the shot, blocker save, pops up into the air, and played behind the net. Jarrett sends it up the wall, cut off by Mitchell. Good move, Mitchell tries to break in, but staying with Mitchell there was Wasilewski. Good defense by Wasilewski, but they get the puck right back to Mitchell. Great puck movement. That shot from Mitchell deflects up and out of play. 6:04 to go in the first. Still 4-on-4 for another 36 seconds, and we're all tied up at 1. No assist just yet has been awarded on the Sachem goal. They'll win the face-off. Mitchell sends it into the opposite corner. Keenan gets there. Keenan centering feed. Nearly deflected by Feely on goal. Instead off the side of the net, Feely back to Mitchell. Mitchell holds, puts it into open space, banks it along now to Feely. Feely trying to work his way in. Pajak with him every step of the way. And now the Bulls look to finally break it out. Orth intercepted. Mitchell, good read. Here comes Jack Mitchell. Sent to the boards by Mills, up and out of the zone. Calberer for Keenan. And Sachem have had a lot of possession, really following that goal by Smithtown Hauppauge. It's been a game dominated by Sachem, helped in large part by the power play. And they have maintained momentum in addition to tying the game at 1. Back down and around. Orth gets it ahead. Try to chip it out was Delaney. Instead, it's held in by Mitchell. Send up the far wall. Jawarby working on Calberer. Gets it past Calberer. But right onto the stick of Mineta, who nearly ran into trouble with Delaney behind him unexpectedly. It gets back onto the stick of Calberer. Ahead for Feely. 3-on-3 over the blue. Feely. Now Mineta. And Prizgent gets it away from Mineta. Moves in. Fakes the slap shot. Pulls it around. Trying to get around Cruz. Fires one across. Just off the mark. Held in by Wolgemuth. Pushed down low and intercepted. And cleared by the silver and gold. Wellman spins one ahead. Open for McIntyre or Mineta. Instead finds Light, who sends in for the Bulls. Send around the wall and down, and no icing as Smithtown Hauppauge player got a piece of it. Didn't have enough length for icing regardless. Here is Napolitano with 3:50 to go here in the opening frame. Light across. Sent in. Light. Back on it. Sends it back to Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth unable to hold in the zone. Ilg checking in after. Now back on the stick of Prizgent. Backhands one that's intercepted by O'Connor. But O'Connor thwarted by Wolgemuth. Now Beccarelli Moves in with Napolitano. Shot from Beccarelli goes over the net, over the glove of Burgoyne as well. And now O'Connor emerges with it. Tries to get it ahead for Loeb. In his skates, kick back to O'Connor. Walks in, shot blocked by Priston. Still available out in front. Sachem jabbing away at it. Another shot comes and a great left pad save made by Miller. Somehow, Cruz kept it in, but O'Connor could not. Comes out of the zone, Sachem reset. Smithtown Hauppauge changing. Priston survives the check from Loeb, moves in. Priston fires one across wide. Jarrett picks it up. Right back onto the stick of Sean Priston. Jarrett once more. Now Beccarelli tees up a shot blocked by Bryan. Here comes Jack Bryan. He'll dump in, gets a hit from Beccarelli. Lynch, plenty of time in his own zone. 2:20 to go first period, 1-1. Sachem and Smithtown Hauppauge dead even. Beccarelli with Mitchell diving back to make a great play. And then Jarrett and Bryan come together. Here's Mineta getting around Lynch. Mineta to the backhand. Mineta stopped by Miller. Let's have another look at that one. Great save and great play by Mineta. Takes it to the backhand and just can't get enough underneath the puck to get it over Miller. Minute 57 to go. First period all tied up at 1. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. You like what you hear, you like what you see, be sure to give a like on the video. Subscribe, maybe check us out on socials. Here's Lynch. And a good poke check from Mitchell. Mitchell goes down, and that will be another penalty against Smithtown Hauppauge. And this time they're going to get Rowe. Brody Rowe, the second leading scorer on the team, to Ryan Light. 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points on the season for Rowe. Rowe this time gets called for tripping. Sachem get their third go on the power play. They don't want another repeat of last time, as the power play lasted all but 8 seconds. Bryan. Now they took a penalty, of course. To Mineta, back to Bryan. Mineta looking for somewhere to go with the puck. Pretty stagnant power play to this point. Now Mineta cuts to the middle, looking for somewhere to go with the puck, and it's pushed out of the zone. Great penalty killing from Light, the captain. Puts it to the far wall and slaps it all the way down the ice. 54 seconds to go in the period. Minute 22 to go on the Sachem power play. Mineta stopped by Light. Now Mitchell try to get around Mills. Could not, and Pajak sends it right out of the zone. 40 to go in the period. And Light will get there first. Light takes a hit from Calberer, but pass intercepted by Mills. Again, excellent work by the Smithtown Hauppauge penalty killing. Hardly any zone time to speak of for Sachem, as they're just having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Mitchell trying to regroup with 15 to go in the period. Mitchell gets around Delaney, moves in, gets it to Feely. Feely tries to dance his way around Beccarelli. Now Mitchell, down low, Mitchell. Took too long to make a decision of whether to shoot or pass. By the time he took sides to shoot, it got deflected up and over the net in a collision in the far corner to close things out. But quite a period of hockey for both these teams. 1-1 after 1. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to the Rinks and Hauppauge. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. 1-1 after one, 20 seconds of power play time. Carry over the centering feed. What a save made by Miller as he robs Mineta point blank. A stellar stop for the Bulls netminder, Beccarelli. Aggressive penalty killing, hits Krush behind the net, the Sachem net. And now Napolitano comes away with it on the near wall. Napolitano surviving a few checks, hits it back to Priston. Priston, a try and a left pad save made, Burgoyne. Another try on net, and that's stopped by Burgoyne as well. The exact combination of the first Smithtown Hauppauge goal, Napolitano to Priston. Dangerous yet again. And the Sachem netminder up to the task. Keeps it all knotted up at one. Again, big implications tied to this game. Here's Sachem going the other way. Apetesano is in. Apetesano is stopped by Miller. Excellent save made by the Smithtown Hauppauge netminder. He has been excellent throughout this game. Has allowed the one goal, but would be more if not for his tremendous goaltending. Stops Apetesano on the breakaway that time. Now Apetesano back on it in the corner. To the point, Mitchell lets one rip, deflected, and another save made. But Miller. Evan Miller. Stopping the deflection in front. Sachem giving them everything they have at this point. Mitchell on the far blue. Sends it off the glass and around. Apetesano picks it up. Right back the way it came. Mitchell chips it past Wasilewski, and now a sharp angle shot from Bryan is blocked away by Miller. Calber pinching in, unable to hold in. Here comes Wasilewski going the other way, centering feed out of the reach of Pajak and behind Jarrett. Now sends it around for Wasilewski. Try to reverse it. Read by Mitchell, chips it off the wall to himself. Mitchell with speed. Tries to get around, Pajak does. Mitchell shot, and another good save made by Miller. Here comes Jarrett going the other way. Jarrett will fire in off the near wall. Kareem's back behind the net. Initially missed by Krush. He'll get back to it, backhands it up the wall, taken away by Orth. Long shot glove down out in front by Mitchell. Still available for Smithtown. Hauppauge save, rebound. Goes wide, Jarrett for Pajak at the near blue. And that's intercepted by O'Connor. And away comes O'Connor, gets it to Apetesano. And now taken over by Pajak. While Apetesano makes his way over to the bench, O'Connor hounding Pajak. Pajak will come back around with it. And then sends it to his teammate Delaney. Along the near wall, Delaney intercepted at center by Krush. And pushed into the zone just a little too far for Keenan. That'll actually become an icing, as Carly had not gotten the red line. So an unforced error for Sachem will put the face-off deep in their own zone. As we're just past the 3-minute mark of the second period, tied up at 1. 4-3 the score the first time these two teams met. Won that time by Smithtown Hauppauge freshman blue. And the importance of this game can't be stated enough. Two teams occupying the 8 and 9 positions in the standings. Right at and below, they score! Light bats it in. An excellent play to bat this puck in. Watch it again. It's in the corner. And all in one fluid motion, Light puts it 5-hole past Burgoyne. And it's 2-1 Smithtown Hauppauge. They're back on top. And the captain, Ryan Light, leading scorer in terms of points. That's his 18th of the season. His 18th point, 10th goal for Light. Now Sachem gonna try to tie this game back up again. Smithtown Hauppauge, they want to extend the lead, something they weren't able to do the first time around. Light, centering feed broken up by Carly. Pitch to the far wall. Feely couldn't get it past Priscian, but with the help of Mineta, it comes out. Wohlgemuth at the red line, sends in. Trickles past Carly. Mineta battling Light to get possession of the puck behind the Sachem net, and Mineta does get possession, and he'll come out the other side. Saucer pass to Keenan. Keenan in, 2-on-2. Keenan toward the net, stopped by Miller, and he'll cover it up. 10:47 to go here. Second period. Light from Mills and Catalinato have given Smithtown Hauppauge the 2-1 lead. Catalinato, his 12th point of the campaign, his 9th assist. And for John Mills, captures another point, sent up the wall and just past Calber and out of the zone. And now we get an offsides against Sachem. As mentioning, John Mills, 5 goals, 5 assists coming into the game, picks up his 6th assist, 11th point, and is now 14th game played this season for Smithtown Hauppauge. Freshman blue. Face off just outside the Bulls zone. Pops into the air. Beccarelli will kick it ahead, and it's played away by Burgoyne. Flex behind the net. Now Jack Mitchell can come away with it. Mitchell, who's been all over the ice in this game, moves in. Mitchell backhands one out in front. It's available and cleared by Napolitano. Melendez backhanding this one up the wall to Rowe. Rowe across. And Napolitano can't settle it in before Mitchell comes over to poke it away. Beccarelli back on it. Chipped ahead. Mitchell fires it across, batted down out of midair. Great hand-eye displayed by Calberer. And now a pass for O'Connor, who lost a handle. And now sent out by Beccarelli. Calberer to Mitchell. Mitchell poked away by Lynch. And Rowe will send in for the Bulls. 9:40 to go, first period. Nice little play behind the net. Wraparound try, shut down by Burgoyne. Pajak at the point, looking for a deflection from Jarrett, who had that previous chance. Jarrett, another shot denied by Burgoyne. Calberer can't carry out of the zone. Poked along, now Delaney. Sharp angled shot, his pad save made by Burgoyne. Out of the zone, Pajak, ahead for Delaney. Delaney now Orth. Sweeps it back to Pajak. Puts on the Jets, carries it into the zone. Pajak forced to the outside. Centering feed open for Jarrett. Back door, just missed. And now Orth, checked from behind by Loeb. And now Ilg comes away with it. Ilg's pass in the feet of Juarbi. Orth goes flying. Ilg back on it in the corner. Great pass to Mineta. Mineta backs into Delaney. And now Cruz comes up. Players are flying everywhere. Juarbi try to get a pass out of the zone. It's kept alive by Mitchell. And now Orth to the near side. Jarrett comes over. And it's intercepted by Loeb, who shoots, and he fanned on it as it goes wide. Mineta for Ilg. Back to Mineta. Ilg deflects it around. Here's Loeb, watched by Pajak. Ilg behind the net, centering feed. Broken up, this time by Mills. And now it comes all the way out. It's rolling and rolling and rolling, and will be an icing against Smithtown Hauppauge with 7:48 to go in the second period. A lot of possession for Sachem. not that many great chances, or I should say shots on goal. The puck has been available, but an excellent defensive job to this point by Smithtown Hauppauge for limiting those grade A shots and chances on goal for silver and gold. Krusch comes over, keeps in the zone. Bryan has it poked off his stick. Now Light. Great pass ahead to Prizjic. Prizjic with a Pedisano coming back on defense. What a job by a Pedisano. But they're not out of the woods yet, or Sachem. Bulls looking to continue to push their agenda forward as they've been backed in their own zone for a bit here. Wolgemuth at the line, barreling down on Carly. Still battling for it on the near wall. Mills comes away with it. Mills' a shot is stopped by Burgoyne with a little over 7 to go in the second period. 2-1, Smithtown Hauppauge have the 1-goal lead over Sachem. Mills to take the draw from O'Connor and kept in by Wolgemuth, but the backhand pass across from Light does not find its intended target. Sent up the far wall and chipped out by the silver and gold. They have a Pedisano who's open on the near side, but Bryan couldn't get it over to him. Light sends into the Sachem end. Settled down by Carly. Played for Krusch. Krusch comes around, deflects high off the glass. Slap shot from Wolgemuth doesn't get through. O'Connor over skates, still in the Sachem zone. Catalanato sends one on goal, sticked away by Burgoyne. Mills has it knocked off his stick, kept alive by Wolgemuth, who will backhand one toward the net. Light tries to push one out in front, unable to do so, banked ahead to a Pedisano. A Pedisano unable to get the puck out of the zone for the moment. Now it comes out along that far wall, battling Mills. Poked into the Bull zone. And Mills sends it right back out. Krusch regroups for Sachem. Pounded by Catalanato. Wolgemuth, not out of the zone was the puck. Takes the shot, just missed it wide. Catalanato is over on that far side. Back door, potentially hoping for a pass or a rebound. Here's Napolitano. Fires it off the near wall. Carly spears it around. Cut off by Beccarelli, who's able to knife it back to Napolitano. That shot deflects over the net. And now finally Sachem able to push it out of the zone just for the moment. Carly will backhand it all the way down and will not be an icing. Melendez will play it on further for Smithtown Hauppauge. Feely forechecking, takes it away. Feely had it knocked off his stick before he could get a shot or pass. Here's Mitchell keeping in. Mitchell got around Keenan, his own teammate, which kind of ran into trouble at that point, and now it's flipped out of the zone by Rowe. Under 5 to go in the second. 2-1, Smithtown Hauppauge. They got the only goal of the period. Here's Jack Mitchell. Flips one ahead. Cut off by Lynch. Poked around Lynch by Feely. Mineta 2-on-1 with Feely. Pad save made. Rebound is available, and no shot could get through. Incredible. Juicy rebound, unable to be cashed in by Sachem. And now the Bulls have iced the puck with 4:18 to go in the second. 2-1 Smithtown Hauppauge. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Face off to the left of Evan Miller. Smithtown Hauppauge netminder. Comes out to Calber, a long shot. Right pad save made by Miller. And glove down at the line by Mitchell. Played for Mineta. Got through Mineta. And Rowe will take it back over. Stretch pass hoping for Napolitano. Doesn't connect, and that'll be another icing against the Bulls of Smithtown Hauppauge as we're 11 minutes into the period. The lone goal coming at the 11:41 mark of the second period, scored by Ryan Light. Put Smithtown Hauppauge back on top by 1. Smithtown Hauppauge, freshman blue, 8 and 7. Here's Calber, a drive and a pad save made by Miller. Calber not able to hold that puck in. It just squeaked out of the zone. And maybe not all the Sachem players were aware, specifically Mineta, as he went to play the puck as if it had not exited the zone. And thus the intentional offsides comes into play. And so what normally would happen, the face-off obviously for offsides, just outside the zone, the offsides occurred, but when it's intentional, all the way down the ice it goes. To the right of Burgoyne. Comes out of the zone, foot race, Keenan will get there first. Keenan is stopped by Miller. Puts one out in front, intercepted by Orth. Mineta takes it back. Backhands one for Keenan, a backhand shot over the net. Pardon me, that's Wellman. Calber coming over to keep in, does. Mitchell, shot stopped by Miller. How about the goaltending of Evan Miller, 35 for Smithtown Hauppauge, as he has faced several high danger chances throughout this game, most recently that breakaway, and he has stood tall for them all but one. Has gotten past the netminder Evan Miller. Comes to the near side, comes out of the zone. McIntyre will send it right back in. Trying to get a stretch pass to Wasilewski, gets by him. Carly will get back on it. Carly behind the Sachem net, up the boards for McIntyre. McIntyre unable to really settle it down. Now Prizgent down the wall, sharp angle shot. Hits the glass and around the other side. Minikazi over there. Tips it out of the zone for Sachem. Prizgent has it back. Banks one ahead, hoping to get it back to himself. And instead turned over, but back come the Bulls. Jarrett bearing down on O'Connor. Comes back behind the Sachem net. Carly trying to push it out the other side. A nice play by Mills to take it over. And Mills backhands it around Wasilewski. Wasilewski centering feed intercepted by O'Connor. And O'Connor speeds out of the zone. O'Connor down the near wall, trying to get around Wogemuth. O'Connor does, centering feed, and it's not able to be finished. Calber keeps it in for Sachem, but now Light takes it away and gets it out of the zone. Krusch with 1:50 in counting left in the second period. Prizgent with Mills. Over the line and in, Calber sends it around, but Catalanato, first one there for Smithtown Hauppauge. Slow change for Sachem here. But O'Connor, great defensive play, takes it away, sends it up the wall. McIntyre, unable to get there in time to chip it out of the zone. Comes back for a shot from Catalanato, is denied by Burgoyne. Another try, stopped by Burgoyne. And now O'Connor comes back away with the puck. Hits the red line, tries to shoot in. He fanned on it. And so Lynch will get it ahead for Catalanato now for Light. Light knocked out from behind by Loeb. Smithtown Hauppauge fans want to call. They're not going to get one. Lynch. Wrist shot, deflects, save, rebound off the side of the net. A great initial save, and then a little bit of luck for the Sachem netminder as Catalanato hit the side of the net. Mineta with Ilg and Loeb, 3-on-2. Centering feed blocked by Lynch. 37 seconds to go in the period. Behind the net. Mitchell on the far wall. Spins out of trouble, now gets it over to Calber. Calber has it go over his stick. He throws one toward the net wide. Loeb behind the net to Ilg. Knocked away by Melendez. Here's Mitchell pinching in with 16, now 15 seconds. Now Mitchell goes down. Mineta, the battle rages on in the corner, and eventually it's Mitchell, somehow comes away with it. Bets it back to Calber, long shot, stopped by Miller. And Miller will freeze the puck with 3. .7 seconds on the clock. Sachem down by 1. Can they get a goal to tie it in these last dying seconds? They cannot. And Smithtown Hauppauge will enter the third period with a 2-1 lead over Sachem. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. I'm Ryan Browning, 2-1. Head into the third, the deciding period after this. Welcome back to the rinks in Hauppauge. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. 30 minutes gone by, and Smithtown Hauppauge freshman blue have the 1-goal edge over Sachem as both teams battle it out, hoping to get into that final spot when the season draws to a close. Sachem currently 1 point ahead of Smithtown Hauppauge freshman blue in the standings for that 8th and final spot. Here's Ilg down the far wall, down the near wall, centering feed, hoping for Mineta. Doesn't get him, but a fan clearing attempt. Here's Mineta out in front. A shot is stopped by Miller. And that has been the phrase I have uttered time and time again throughout this game, is save or stop by Miller. He has been exceptional tonight. Face-off comes behind the net for Mineta. Mineta tries to cut his way to the front, gets it back for Cruz. Cruz looking for a tip on that shot, goes wide. Played around by Ilg. Sachem maintained possession. Shot from Mineta, or pardon me, that's Lowe, blocked. Blocked by Orth. Lowe wearing the double zeros, moves in, takes the shot, just missed over the net. Lowe does have the only goal of the game for Sachem to this point, unassisted, as Smithtown Hauppauge iced the puck, and we get a whistle. Just over a minute gone by in this third period. O'Connor has had a number of good rushes up the ice to this point. Jack Mitchell on defense on the back end. He has played a vast majority of this game, along with his partner Calberer. Here's Jack Bryan down low, sends it around for Apettisano. Apettisano trying to get it back to Calberer, but it was broken up on that far wall by Delaney, and Delaney will poke it out for Jarrett, joined by Jawarby, trying to get over to Jawarby. The stick of Mitchell got in the way. Now a centering feed, and it comes on, and it's eventually sliced out of the crease area by Borgwin. Back comes Apettisano. Into the zone. Drops back, hoping for Mitchell. Gets him. Mitchell walks in and scores! Jack Mitchell, Captain Jack, ties the game at 2. And that's just a fine, I'll do it myself looking goal where he picks it up on that far blue line, and he had one thing on his mind: I am going to get space and get this puck past Miller, which has been no easy task in this game. And Sachem draw even in the opening minutes of the third. 2-2, brand new game. Mills takes it behind the net for Smithtown Hauppauge. How will they respond? They responded to Sachem tying it at the end of the first period in the second period, quickly jumping out and restoring their 1-goal lead. It's Mills back to Melendez. Wrist shot from Melendez, save, rebound, another save. Catalanato just sent it wide. Huge chance for Smithtown Hauppauge to reestablish their lead. Catalanato has been close a number of times in this game. Just can't find the back of the net. Melendez. Shot blocked by Bryan. And Bryan will get to the puck first and bank it out of the zone. It'll be an icing against Sachem. And now Smithtown Hauppauge, who has had their best chance since they scored, nearly take the 3-2 lead. As it stands right now, it's Mitchell unassisted, though I know. Can't quite remember who sent that pass out, but it was someone. Put it on the stick of Mitchell. Rowe. On the far wall for Smithtown Hauppauge. Puck chipped around Beccarelli by Mineta, and now Mineta, good pickup. Fires it across, hoping for Keenan. Keenan does get there. Keenan, long shot. Goes wide. Mineta. Along the far wall, spins out of trouble. Sauces one across for Carley. Carley settles it down and backhands it down the wall. Pajak and Orth back there for Smithtown Hauppauge. Orth goes down. Beccarelli emerges with the puck. And a 2-on-2 into the zone. Beccarelli a shot, looking to go blocker side on Burgoyne. Goes over the top. Here's Mineta. The glove falls off of Napolitano. Mineta, 3-on-2. Developing from the neutral zone in. Mineta tries to get around Pajak, and Pajak did a good job of steering him to the wall. That's where Mineta sends it around for Feely. Feely checked by Pajak. And now Mineta trying to play one out in front. Wellman over to Feely. Past Feely, but a delayed penalty. And unlike the prior calls, this time I didn't quite get a view of it. It looks to be a slash. Assessed to Beccarelli. Sachem will go to the power play for the fourth time. They are 0 for 3 on the night. Their first power play was their best looking power play, their most recent one. Really didn't get going. An excellent job by the penalty kill of Smithtown Hauppauge to really prevent Sachem from ever setting up. And they'll quickly clear it down the ice on this turn on the power play. Minute 43 left on the man advantage. Player advantage, I should say. As the puck goes all the way down and becomes an icing against the silver and gold. So again, the Smithtown Hauppauge penalty kill looking as good as ever. Burgoyne is over at the bench area in an apparent equipment malfunction, and that might create a delay in the game. Well, it's doing exactly that, creating a delay in the game. So I'll take this time to recommend everyone go check out LI Sports Network on social media and Instagram at LI Sports Network. Tons of great stuff on there. Last night's best across the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Tons of coverage coming up of AAU Nationals down in Jacksonville. On April the 6th, the Suffolk County champion St. Anthony Friars at the varsity level will take on the New York Islanders High School Hockey League champion Belmore Merrick at Northwell Ice Center. That'll be an excellent game, and coverage of the ACHA All-Star game as well taking place at the Mall of America. I don't know where that is, in New Jersey. Here's Sachem. That one just goes wide. Ilg tries to backhand one to Mineta. Knocked down by Mineta. Mineta in the corner, up top for Mitchell. Nowhere to go with it for Mitchell except right back to Mineta. Mitchell somehow keeping it in the zone, toeing the line. Mitchell circling the wagon, centering feed blocked by the outstretched Prizgent and cleared by Light. Burgoyne will not play it, instead leaves it for Calber to collect and come up the near side. Calber gets around Catalanato. Calber try to get around Lynch. Sharp angle shot is gloved by Miller. Miller will cover. Face-off coming to the left of the Smithtown Hauppauge netminder. Coming up after this game, ESM taking on West Islip, I believe, JV. Here's Krush. Shot blocked. Down in front, I believe, by Melendez. And a good chip out of the zone. Here comes Jarrett. Carley rushing back to get back on defense and deflects that shot from Jarrett wide. Krush. O'Connor spins it on the far wall to be taken up now by Apetesano. Apetesano and Melendez coming together. Melendez shielding Apetesano off from the puck, but is taken back by Bryan. Centering feed O'Connor. Now Krush, power play over. Krush, a shot from distance is stopped by Miller. Sachem power play 0 for 4 on the night. Face off to the right of Miller. Beccarelli to take it from O'Connor. And it's won by Beccarelli in the defensive end. Sends it to the other side. Played out for Napolitano. Napolitano one-on-one with Krush. Long shot gloved by the standing Burgoyne. Offensive zone draw for Smithtown Hauppauge. Beccarelli, Rowe, and Napolitano. Backed up by Pajak and Orth. O'Connor once again to take the draw for Sachem. They win it. And now Sachem trying to come out of the zone. Here's Bryan. Spins one into the Smithtown Hauppauge zone. Cut off by Orth and lifted up for Napolitano. Cross-ice feed for Rowe. As it's taken off his stick by Calverer. Apetesano trying to sweep it into the zone. It got blocked by Beccarelli. Knifed ahead by Pajak, but settled down by Calberhu. Gets it over to Apetesano, banks it to himself. Tries to create some space. Apetesano comes around the near side. Picking up speed through the neutral zone, cut off by Orth. Mitchell back with it. Goes off the glass. Again, stopped by Orth and sent back into the Sachem end. We're tied at 2, third period, 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the period. Here's Orth. Chips it into the Sachem end. Calber back to stop it. And a good lead pass for Keenan. Keenan trying to get it over to Feely. Feely fighting off a check from Beccarelli. Backhands it deep into the Smithtown Hauppauge end of the ice. Pajak is there. And Pajak will send it out of the zone. Carley. Third period, really since the tying goal for Sachem. Outside of those chances for Smithtown Hauppauge that happened right after. It's been a bit of a chess match between these two teams. So evenly matched. Both trying not to allow that goal. Any kind of result that goes beyond 45 minutes or the 30 periods does benefit both teams' chances. Centering feed intercepted and cleared out of the zone by Delaney. They will not have enough for icing, so Back to get it, Carly. His centering pass intercepted by Wolgemuth, who fires it into the Sachem bench. And so with 6:08 to go in the third period. It's still an unassisted goal for Jack Mitchell, the tying goal. And Jack Mitchell, that was his 7th goal of the season, his 11th point. Mitchell trying to keep that in along with Mineta, but the puck comes out. Light slips it back to Melendez. Melendez taking it behind the net. Forechecking is McIntyre. It's Minikazi. Try to backhand one ahead to Mineta. It's taken away by Mitchell. Mitchell comes down the wall, barreling in on Melendez. Melendez and Mitchell battle. Here is Mineta as the puck comes free to the open Mitchell. Mitchell centering pass, shot toward the net, stop, rebound is available, still available as they hack and whack away at it. Another stop by Miller, and this time he's got it. Number of good chances for Sachem there, and Miller shutting the door. Started with a good centering feed by Mitchell. McIntyre was there in front, Minikazi as well. And no one could get the puck past Miller. Kept in by Calbrer. O'Connor backhands one in front, taken away by Prizgen. And Prizgen does a good job to evade a Pedisano. Moves out. Prizgen opened the scoring back in the first. Sharp angle shot, stopped by Burgoyne. Pedisano trying to get it out. O'Connor also trying to help it out of the zone. It is kept in, I believe, but now Sachem come out. Mills takes the puck away from Bryan, carries in. Light is there as well. A Pedisano for Bryan. Bryan hits the red, sends in. Sticked away by Miller. Prizgen. Is it taken away by a Pedisano? Centers, O'Connor a shot, he just missed. Big chance for O'Connor out in front. And O'Connor takes the puck away for the moment. Light takes it right back. Light with Mills. Mills trying to backhand it past Krusch. Light on the far side with Catalanato. This has been the best line for Smithtown Hauppauge throughout this game. Here's Light trying to weave his way through. And Carly comes away with the puck. Backhands it to the line. Slapped right back down by Light. Sachem still unable to get it out. Now they'll clear to center. Mills takes her right back in onside. Mills to the center. And a shot denied, or goes wide, I should say. Back out in front. That one glanced off the pad of Burgoyne. And now out comes a Pedisano. And a Pedisano will just fire it into the Bulls' end of the ice and go for a change. We're under 3:30 to go in the third, all tied up at 2. Lead pass for Rowe, and Rowe had to wait for the puck to come to him before crossing the blue line. Ultimately ended up being what stopped him from going in on a breakaway. Outlet pass, unable to connect, and the puck ends up on the stick of Beccarelli. And now Rowe tries to get it to Napolitano. Krusch intercepts, backhands it out of the zone, picked up by Mineta. Mineta with Ilg and Loeb. Gets it back to Ilg. Returns it to Mineta. Out in front, a one-time shot and stopped. Another fantastic save. As we get another look at it. Wow, what a stop. Again, Evan Miller standing tall in the Smithtown Hauppauge net. Kept alive at the blue line by Calber, but Prizgen will come away with it. Ilg back checking. Prizgen with the long reach gets the shot on. It's still loose behind the net. Didn't know where it was. Burgoyne. Rowe
Sends it down the boards. Mitchell and Beccarelli in after it. Mitchell goes down, no call. Beccarelli. Prizgen at the line, holds in. Prizgen tries to get around the Sachem forwards. He's unable to do so. Ilg to Loeb. Loeb takes the shot, and it's gloved down by Miller, who will stop it with 2:01 to go in the third period. The tension is high. The intensity can be felt from up here as these two teams duke it out. See who will get, at least for now, playoff positioning. Calber, Middle Country, that third team in the equation. Glove down by Miller. Pedisano for Calber. Another try from distance, gets through, and a save made by Miller. Prizgen into the zone. And ultimately losing control of it, Catalanato. O'Connor, lead pass, got it to a Pedisano. Wohlgemuth there to steer him backwards. Fires it along the wall, comes to the near side. Light tries to chip out. Krusch holds in for the moment. And now a long pass. They would have had numbers if it connected, but instead an icing against Smithtown Hauppauge. And that'll bring the puck all the way back down in their own zone with 1:15 to go in the third period. All tied up at 2. 4-3, the final, the last time they met. And we'll get a timeout here. I believe taken by Sachem. That was back on October 12th. 4-3 victory for Smithtown Hauppauge. Jack Pace, the goaltender for the Bulls in that game. At one point, Smithtown Hauppauge scored 3 straight following a Jack Bryan opening score. Melendez, Light, and Beccarelli all playing in this game tonight. Light with 2 goals and the game-winning goal to start the third period before Wellman made it a 1-goal game on the power play at the 7:52 mark. Pedisano had a 3-point night that night. This is a Pedisano's only his 8th game played. He has 4 goals, 4 assists for 8 points this year. As for this game, it's been an evenly contested game throughout. A game that Sachem has not led in. Christian opened the scoring at the 13:23 mark very early on in the first period. Napolitano the assist. Loeb tied it. And the most recently tying goal for Jack Mitchell for Sachem has brought it even at 2. Smithtown Hauppauge win the face-off in their own zone. They'll deflect it into the zone. Carley going after it with Catalanato. Krusch trying to play it behind his own net. Wraparound attempt doesn't go. Another shot toward Borgowin is denied and now fired out of the zone by Sachem. Orth back to get it. Ryan watching Orth. Here's Light. Banking one ahead, too far for Mills. Krusch will poke it back into the neutral zone. Lynch trying to get it forward for Smithtown Hauppauge. A diving effort for Light to try to get it over to Catalanato. Puts one on goal, sticked away by Burgoyne. Battle in the corner, it's Light who emerges. Wraparound, goes to the near side and far side, and no! Final 10 seconds. Sachem just trying to hold on at this point. Pinning it against the corner wall is Mitchell. Rode up the wall, back down. Toward the net, deflects just wide, and we're going to overtime. And Sachem fans can catch their breath, breathe a sigh of relief, as that was a tumultuous last few seconds for Sachem as Smithtown Hauppauge. Well, they nearly got the win. Instead, we go to overtime. A fitting way for these two evenly matched teams to see their grudge match go again. This is each team's 16th game played. They both get a point, and that is critical. Here is Loeb. Shot wide. He also knocked down Mills in the process. Out to the point. Held in by Calberer. Pitched it right back down the wall. Wolgemuth gets over there for Smithtown. Hauppauge sends it back up. Mineta takes over. Mineta trying to work his way to the front of the net. Is shielded off. Puck comes out of the zone. Sent forward by Smithtown. Hauppauge taken away by Jack Mitchell. His goal tied it at 2 in the third. Mitchell into the zone. Mitchell is in. Mitchell stopped by Miller. And we get a stoppage. And they say no goal. Not sure what's happening here. An emphatic referee. Thunderous Smithtown Hauppauge bench. Calberer can't hold in. Here's Jack Mitchell back on it. Tries to spin away from Mills. Mineta takes it back. Gets it over to Calberer. Calberer meanders into the zone. Could not get around Prisgen. Back comes Smithtown Hauppauge. Pass across. Does not connect with Catalinato. Ilg battling Prisgen. Prisgen and Ilg. Prisgen comes away with it. Gets it back to Light. Light tees up the shot wide. Prisgen off the wall. Stopped by Borgoin, who didn't know he had it. As I mentioned, both teams get a point, so now 19 is the total for Sachem, 18 is the total for Smithtown Hauppauge. That extra point going to be critical, though, if either team can secure it. Ilg trying to go the other way with it. Couldn't get around Pajak. Now Calberer will poke it by Pajak. Here comes Prisgen into the zone. Prisgen scores! Sellies, it's overtime winner for Sean Prisgen, second of the game, as Smithtown Hauppauge flood their winner and their goaltender. They get the extra point on Sachem and move into a playoff spot. And what a conclusion for this game. It ends how it starts, with Sean Prisgen firing a puck past James Borgoin. 3-2 your final. Smithtown Hauppauge defeats Sachem. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LA Sports Network. Ryan Brownigan on behalf of our cameraman John Malizia. Thank you so much, and hope to see you next time.